Got this old Anderson picker and figured out a few new techniques. So let's knock out some rocks. I already got a few. Look at that. Nice. Well, I'm out here on a field in Michigan today. This is one of our bigger fields, and it's insane the amount of rocks around here. So I'm just driving around, got this rock picker. I'm looking for like the big obnoxious ones, and hopefully I can spend a few hours out here and really make an improvement and save our combine a little bit. It's pretty amazing how much you wreck a combine when there's 200-pound stones sitting around the top of the surface here, which you guys will see. We got this old Anderson picker, and I finally figured out how to use it. I was watching Millennial Farmer. Thank you, Millennial Farmer. They have the same kind, just newer. And I'll show you what they do here. See, there's a rock right here. So I straddle it. Sorry about the cough. So before I would leave this thing engaged the whole time. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up to this rock. I'm going to drop it down in front of it and then engage. So I'm going to wait till it's on there. And this is the PTO takeoff. See, the problem we had before was it would just fill up with dirt because we leave it on the ground and keep it spinning. And it would just pick up clogs and everything, and then all the basket would be full of dirt. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kick this on when it's lined up properly. And watch it kick her in, hopefully. Bam! Peanut butter and jam, son! Thank you, Millennial Farmer. So that's how you do it. Now I can go around and pick up rocks all day and just have a full basket of rocks and no dirt. See, it pays to watch that stuff sometimes. Not the same type of equipment, obviously. Theirs is 10 times nicer. But it's good to see other perspectives on stuff. Yeah, this is actually live. Thank you guys for watching. So this is really going to help me out because just me sitting out here with a loaded diesel. If I pick up 100 rocks out here, I'm the guy combining. Alright, line her up. I got to remember to lift the thing up afterwards too. I love how they put this plate right here so you can't see it right in the middle. Gonna have to offset it. That works good. This is old Anderson that we found from an old man's auction barn find, and I don't think it's been used in many years. It's pretty exciting stuff. We like using old junk. This thing's in about perfect condition. Alright, here's the rock. See, it's kind of up on the ground. I'm going to straddle it, offset it a little bit. I wish I didn't have duals on this thing, but we're worried about getting stuck. Alright, so now she's lined up, throttle down. I'll get quicker at this, obviously. So, alright, see how it raises and lowers? I'm putting the plate where it skims her. Now I kick it on. Bam! That is badass. Can you raise it? Let me show you guys how it's going in there. I'll show you the unit. This is a 4430. Me and my dad bought this together. Our first tractor. I think he bought it for $18,000. So here's the switch on. This engages for it to lift, to dump, or for this to go up and down to scrape. Look how many rocks I just got. Come on, son. That saves a head right there. Not fixing teeth and all that. We plant this to soybeans every year, so we got to really get it on the ground. So here's the whole unit. There's a rope coming around here, and this engages and disengages. Looks like that's not. It's pretty awesome to be able to learn something from watching Millennial Farmer. Last year I did a whole hayfield of this thing, and I just kept it on the ground, dragging with this thing going, and then I'd get like 200 feet and it would just be all clogged up with dirt. See, there's screens here, but eventually it just starts catching. So now look how clean this bucket is. That is badass. I'm gonna start driving in a direction where there's hundreds of rocks to make this a little more efficient. I just wanted to try it out. This is exciting stuff for us. You know, you're out here combining and you're like, how the heck is there a 400-pound rock on top of the surface ain't been picked up in all these years? It doesn't make any sense. Alright, there's a rock on the ground. It's kind of halfway in the ground, which seems like this thing doesn't have much down pressure for some reason. So I might have to see if I can knock her out. She's a little too far into the ground, I think. Oh, there we go. I got her. Kind of. Nice. Man, that's a satisfying job right there. And all you're gonna do is get quicker at it. So I probably just got 10 large rocks that would have took out a piece of equipment. I believe that I just saved a few teeth on an old combine. I've been wanting to do this for years, but we haven't no-tilled this. I finally convinced Dad to no-till it. So now whatever we do out here will actually be effective. There's really no point in coming out here and cleaning a bunch of rocks up and then you flip them over again. Another thing that's going to help is keeping the disc together. We come out here and we disc every year and just blows all the discs apart. It costs us thousands of dollars. So we might as well just spray this, burn it down, and not wreck all our discs. Oh, there's a nice one. This is like Afghanistan. Every time you look, there's a new bomb. Write that down. Look at that guy. Alright, so throttle now. Lower it so it scrapes it up. Engage this PTO right here while it's wound down so you don't blow anything apart. Bam! Hell yeah! Thank you again, Millennial Farmer. That is awesome. Somebody send this to him. The guy helped me out. There's one. I'll tell you what, I don't relate to Millennial Farmer at all because he has all that nice equipment and stuff. But sometimes you can learn simple things off a man, even though you have different categories of equipment. That's awesome. That thing just got pulled out of the ground. I accidentally ran it over and it just got underneath there, which is awesome. There it is. Oh, badass. And then you're not burning up the PTO running it the whole time. If you guys look at my old videos 2 years ago or so, I would probably get 20 or 30 feet and the thing would be full of dirt. And there's just like dumps all over this. It's exciting stuff. I appreciate you guys all watching. If you guys would like and subscribe this and help me out here. This is a growing channel. It's helping our family be successful. So everyone watching this is helping. I never thought I'd be a content creator gay boy, but sometimes life takes you in a path. It's actually a pretty fun hobby. A lot funner than the Marine Corps. I'm getting good at this stuff now, boys. Alright, got her up there on edge. Woo! I can't get over that. That is slick as gonna be. I'm gonna do this whole damn field today. That is slick as can be. We got the disc hanging out over there. I went through all these wet spots with a big deep ripper and I posted a video about that. And I deep ripped all the hard pan on the low spots to try to drain it. These there's a bad hard pan out here, so as you see I ripped that. We're gonna go through and just this stuff and no-till the rest. In the meantime, it's pretty wet still, and then also I took the bottom out of it, so it might be a month till we can do it. There's a big rock. Now I'm going to try and position it where it catches and digs in. Then it rolls it up there, like so. Oh, that is so slick. That is so slick. This thing's gonna pay for itself today. I'm such an idiot for how I was doing it before. I actually burned up a tractor because I ran the PTO and I'm doing this for like 9 hours straight, clearing a whole new hayfield. Now I feel like a freaking idiot. There's another one. The biggest thing with a PTO is always make sure that thing's wound down before you start it up. Woo, woo, woo. Let me show you guys how clean these rocks are going in there. So if this basket's 80% full of rocks, then you're gonna have to dump all the time and you're wasting your time. Look at this. Look at that sun. Look at all them rocks. Hey, appreciate your service, Army. Brandon, thanks for subscribing, buddy. We classy around here, yo. This is what you call farting too much. Hello. There's probably about, a safe estimate, 10,000 rocks that size in this field. That's kind of why we got this field. So I mean, you just send some jackass like me out here with a tractor and 50 gallons of diesel, we might make a big impact today. Really improve this land. And you know, I'm just getting quicker. One problem I see is you got to get it at the exact right angle. It won't grab. It almost needs like forks on the bottom. Forks like this on the bottom, so you can kind of get under the ground a little bit. This has a big metal plate, so if you're on a weird angle, it doesn't bite enough. But that's not a big deal, because if it's already 3/4 in the ground, we'll probably just run a roller out here or something and just shove them in the ground and leave them there, and then the only thing it wrecks is the planter, which is going to be wrecked anyways every year. Come on, son. Come on. That is amazing. I bet I got 1,000 pounds of rocks in there already. That money in the bank, dude. Yeah, we used to Davis Farms. We used to chisel plow all the time, and we do a lot of organics and stuff. And all it does is bring up way too many rocks around here. I mean, way too many rocks. You'll bring up 500 huge rocks every time you do it. You probably break a shank right off around here. This is just like anything. Once you get the hang of it and the routine down, it goes way quicker. Alright, she's under there. That is amazing. That is amazing. We almost sold this thing a couple years ago. I'm glad we did not. Now we bought this thing for $4,000. What's up, Hugo? Appreciate your support from Germany, brother. I hope you guys figure all that crap out over there. It looks like it's going a little rough around there. One thing I'm doing wrong is I'm keep turning too sharp and almost jackknifing her. You gotta watch that. Kind of just trying to get the obnoxious ones right now. I think the best strategy is just knocking out the big ones with this good way I'm doing this, and then coming back through with just some guys and a tractor and loading up the smaller ones. I don't think there's any point of stopping and trying to do all this for some small boys. I don't know. If they're in the ground pretty deep, it still haven't got a technique how to go to them. See, look at these wet holes. Yeah, it'd probably be easier just to throw them in the back of something, but you know, you see something like this. This is a pretty big rock. You can just go through here, and that would destroy a combine. And look how big that thing is. If I can just come through here real quick and do this, that sounds fun to me. All right, put her down. She's up on the edge there. That is so funny. I can't believe how wrong I was doing it. Just got over being sick. I think I had the COVID, which I can't believe is still a thing in the world. I think I was sick for 3 weeks. Hugo, this tractor has about 130 horsepower. You can turn it up if you want. This is an older tractor. This is a 1973. It's a John Deere, of course. That's probably a 40-pound rock going in there. Woo-hoo-hoo. Let me clean this back window for you guys so you can see better. See, I care about you guys. Remember to always turn your PTO shaft off, kids, before you go around it. It's a beautiful field. This is Milford, Michigan. About, it has rocks like that all over. You hit that with a combine, you're gonna know it. And I'm the one that combines. What kind of operator doesn't clean his windows beforehand? Now hopefully you guys can see a little better. Quad shift. A, B, C, D. Hard work, medium work. I never use C. Road driving. One reverse. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. And while you're driving, you can go like this without a clutch. Back and forth here. John Deere quad shift. Alright, let's get that rock I just showed you. Put her down. Line it up. Turn it on. Get her in. That's amazing. You know, I think my dad put me on junk my whole life, so when you got something a little nice, you get excited about it. There's a big boy. See that wet spot right there? You went in that, you'd be sunk. So a few things you gotta watch, because I got these duals on, is if you turn too tight, you'll jackknife. It'd probably be better with a smaller tractor. We're gonna bring a four-wheel drive bucket tractor out here later, and then if you can't get it with this thing, you can just jump off and throw it in the bucket. And then also you got four-wheel drive, and then also you got a little better visibility. That was about a 100-pounder. Uh-oh, in the mud, just like I said not to. Oh my gosh. Not paying attention. Let's be honest, you guys want to see me get stuck. B1. Davy Farms. We have a few cows just to eat every year. My family raised thousands of Black Angus in our time span, but that was in a different operation. Now we do a lot of organic crops and regular sprayable crops, and then we do a lot of hay. We have like 250 acres of hay. that's so slick. I can't get over that. Jeez. Look how wet it is. You know, it's like the terrible combination because I took the bottom out of the whole thing. That might not be ready for a month. This was one of our better yielding beans last year. We put a bunch of fertilizer down, and I cut this whole thing with a 6620 combine, which any of you that out there farmers know, not the most efficient thing. It's from 1982. Look at that rock. So you see it gets up on this little lip here. Alright. Now I hit this switch. And it kicks it up in there. It's kind of funny because I looked at the owner's manual. And it showed a guy just driving with it dragging in the ground. Look at it. This is slab shift John Deere. So you're not struggling enough to pull something, you go. And it goes up a gear. You start going up a hill or something and you start struggling and you want to drop a gear. No clutch. Quad shift. And you always throttle down before you put the PTO on because it strains everything, because everything goes in like tensions. So you got this thing throttled all the way up, it'll start from nothing to bam, it'll blow stuff up. So you start at nice idle, and you sucker up. If you guys want to order any shirts, I sell shirts on YouTube. George Farms. It helps us out. I've really enjoyed building this little YouTube thing. It's starting to get recognized in John Deere shops and Case dealerships. It's pretty cool. I got recognized in the big farm show in Kentucky. Actually, my dog got recognized. Now I'm just waiting for a pretty girl to think it's cool. There's rocks everywhere. Kind of just being picky. What's up, Bromley Farms? Davy Farms, where are you from? Look at that rock. Another thing is if you're responsible, you're supposed to pick up your planter when you hit something like that. Sometimes people don't, and it blows apart our 35-year-old planter. So this is going to help everything. Woo! That's probably about a 100-pounder, 120-pounder. Right on the edge of this water. Don't get stuck. Uh-oh. Oh, I'm getting stuck. That is so cool. Alright, I'm getting stuck. Not good. Don't make fun of me. Locker's in. Uh-oh, jackknifing. Getting stuck. This thing's so short. Let's do B1. Just filled the whole rock picker with dirt. Not good. Not good. The whole rock picker's full of dirt. Are you guys entertained? I almost got stuck. So I'm gonna try. This whole thing's covered in dirt now. Whole thing's covered in dirt. I'm gonna try starting this and see if it'll clear itself out without throwing too much mud in there. And then you have to get out of the tractor. You know, you guys are witnessing a genius here. I almost got stuck there. The tires are all muddy. Just remember, kids, that's a locker right there. Make sure to use it. Yeah, she's wet out here. It's about 60 degrees today. We needed a nice day like this. It was frosting last night. I see a problem. I'm filling up only one side, unfortunately, so I'm gonna have to figure out how to turn around here. Woo! Probably about a 50-pounder right there. So every time one of these big rocks in the field, I gotta lift the head up. And if you're missing a few beans and you got 500 rocks out here, that really add up. And if any of you have changed blades or teeth on a combine, it's a pain in the ass after a while. Look at that guy. It's a big rock. So I'm gonna start trying to line it up on the other side and fill that side up. That's a 100-pound rock right there. Okay, there it is. That one good. Woo! Alright, let's go inspect the rock pile in there. Let me show you what I'm working with. See if we got any mud in there. Got muddy. If I didn't have those duals on, I'd have been stuck. See, I got in the mud pretty good. See, last year, that's what it was like. The whole thing was jammed up. So you'd only go 20 feet and you'd be clogged. I wasn't doing it right. Now look at this. That is a serious load of rocks right there, buddy. And all of them are sticking way out in the ground, ready to destroy some. It sucks I got a little mud in there, but I'm telling you, this is 10 times better than before. One thing I did wrong is I see there's a little gap right there. I didn't close the door 100%. This is all stuff you do when you learn. I forgot you're supposed to take this, close it all the way to here, and then hammer it. There's supposed to be a spring on here, which works. I just didn't close it enough. So I think if I get too many rocks in there, it might pop open and spill. So I think I'll go dump for you guys. See, it's just a rope system. There's a valve right here. And this thing opens the trap door. I think I almost got stuck. I don't do it for dramatic effects, kids. I almost got stuck. I'll tell you, that's one thing I'm good at, is getting stuck, if any of you watch my channel. So, I'm just going to go on the edge here somewhere and dump. I haven't done this in 2 years, so just like anything, it might take a second. I really like this 4430. It's a, we thought it was a 1976. Someone told me from something in here it says it's a 1973. So this is an old girl, but I like this feature. They fixed up the interior a bit. My brother put this radio in, so I got Bluetooth. AC works good. That's all you need in the world. Don't worry, Mr. Rock, I'll get you in a second. This is 12 Mile Road right here. See, there's already a pile of rocks there from last year, or 2 years ago. And if you see that pile there, 80% of it is mud. That was me. I wasn't doing it right. Now let's try figuring this out. So the rope's already, so it's already where it's ready to be opened, I believe, like I showed you. The door's already open, so I'm going to take this rope here and change that over. And then you take it and you max out the down pressure. And there it is. I think I'm going to move up a little bit so it's not scratching her. Damn! Like my job, son. So here's the unit open, kind of like a round baler. That's a pretty thick mud, huh? So you open the valve up and it changes the valve to this power here. And then you just dump. And I'm assuming you move forward. Move forward, slam the gate so it locks, and keep going. I almost feel so accomplished right now. I told Dad about this new technique, and he wasn't sure about it. I tell you what, I feel like a very smart man. I'm gonna try shutting this kind of hard, locking it. And in theory, you should just be able to hold the rope from up in the cab, and it should lock. Spring action. Now you can load this thing all the way down with a bunch of weight, and that won't ever pop open. I've had it before where there's so much weight it'll pop open and you're just dumping rocks all the way. I haven't forgotten about you, mister. Alright, so then you take this guy, I almost forgot. Take the other rope. Only thing I learned from the Marine Corps, that and how to count, and my social security number. Little handle. Hey, if your woman doesn't find you handsome, she might as well find you handy. Write that down. Alright, let's start moving. Sorry about the delay. I'm still figuring this thing out. I swear, every tractor you get in, You could drive it for 50 hours and then you go 2 years without driving it and you like have to restart. Look at that big boy just staring at me. That thing's been on the top of the ground getting hit by a disc for 5 years probably. Not anymore, sir. Not anymore. All right, got it ready. All right, roll her up there like that. Woo! Come on, son. Now all I need is a pretty girl up in here with me, and this will be my favorite job, I tell you. I don't know if it'll get littler, guys. That's definitely not a little rock, but... Oh yeah! See how it rolls it up there? On top of that grate there? That's what you want. So it's be a little bit above the ground. And she's in the bucket. She's in the bucket. Man, they're everywhere. Holy crap. You wouldn't believe how stressful it is combining this field with a old 6620 combine with a 915 flex head that isn't flexing and isn't moving on its own. I tell you what, you're just like sitting there white knuckling. You're trying to see rocks through a real thick soybeans, dust, and you're trying to move as quick as you can while trying not to put a huge boulder in there. I've had 300, 400 pound rocks on top of the deck of the combine before. So my next objective is trying to fill both sides at one time, so I'm not just filling one, like so, and I can fit double the amount in there. There you got like 5 rocks in there that quick. Oh yeah, I got air conditioning. I'm about to put it on. I'm getting hot. These windows in here are alright. I like the case windows better. Look at that big boy. This is about as efficient as you can get on this thing. I bet we fixed thousands of dollars worth of discs in the last few years just with these rocks here. We've already paid for this rock picker just in what we've done. For damage purposes. See, I pushed that one into the ground. I wonder if I can get her. Gotta catch the edge of it. Yeah, caught it, I think. Oh yeah! So what you gotta do is, I just learned that, you gotta put it down way sooner, drop it down, and then let it dig into the ground, get underneath it, then kick it up. Someone was turkey hunting. tractor was a Deere 1990. No, it's a 4430, and it was made in 1973 to 1976. She's an old girl. I don't know how people go out and buy that new horsepower. I don't see how they make any money. We bought this thing for, I think, $18,000. It paid for itself in 2 weeks. We have a tractor, 4255 John Deere. My grandpa bought brand new in 1989. We still use it every day. Haven't had a payment on it. And it does just as good as any of those fancy ones. Woo! So if we get the same thing done with cheap equipment, we might have to do a couple repairs to it, might not. My dad always has a saying, he's not that good at mechanic work because he always drove John Deere. They rarely break down, and when they do, it's usually easy stuff. Man, I'm getting slick at this now. Hell yeah. This thing's a beast. I need to start doing this for custom work, make a little money. What's funny is I'm going to come by next year and be like, somebody needs to pick up these damn rocks. Who missed all these? There's always more. I'm sure we'll see some nice deer out here. Get some of the biggest deer in the world around here, whitetail. There's probably 10 deer sitting there watching me. 20 coyotes. This thing always smokes, watch. Hey-oh. Sorry, Greta Thunberg. I swear it's an electric tractor, I tell ya. Yeah, we got a whole bunch of new acreage this year, so I was buying my grandpa's Versatile that my uncle owns. It has a triple nickel 555 V8 Cummins in it. I think it's about 230 horse. So we're getting a lot of horsepower around here. Me and my dad started farming together again maybe 3 years ago. So this is a new operation. We had to sell our other farm and we kind of downsized. And me and him for 3 years have been buying equipment, building, and getting new land. So you're watching the struggle and the fight. Every day we're getting better. So if you guys want to follow the journey, I appreciate you guys watching, like, and subscribe. It really helps me out, get some nice passive income. I never thought I'd be getting paid from TikTok in China. That's the way life goes, though. Nice. It's taking me like 5 seconds per rock. That's amazing. It's amazing how life takes you, you know. I always said to people, I go, man, farmers see some crazy crap. You could be out here in this field by yourself, and all of a sudden you're stuck like I was over there. And you could have a video with 2 million views. You just gotta hold your phone out. And I think my dad and everybody and my brother thought I was an idiot for starting to upload it. But you'd be surprised, once they see a video with 1 million views on it, they'll actually start helping out and really like waiting to start tractors and stuff so you can record. It really helps out the cause when your family's involved with it. Now I just need a cute farm girl to put in the thumbnails. I'll be a millionaire. I think I missed that one. I think I missed it. The thing though is if you miss it, it shoves it way into the ground, and it's almost like a roller. It's just as effective. If we're not going to no-till it, big deal. Put her in the ground. Somebody was on a dirt bike right there. People like to break into fields. Right down the road here, my buddy bought a bed for an old Power Stroke that we found off Facebook Marketplace. It was right down the road here, and the guy was bragging about breaking into this field and ripping it up with his four-wheeler. I go, hey man, that's my field. What the hell, jackass? That's been happening my whole life. Hey, what's up from Brazil? I appreciate the support in Brazil, buddy. It's cool having people all around the world watching my dumbass. I wish I had little Goosey in here. I have a German short-haired dog that's in the truck up in the other side of the field. I don't like bringing them in the tractor because this just got a new, all this new cushioning got put on. And also, he's a bad window licker. He'll take this whole window. What's cool is he sits right here on this thing, so it looks cool when you're driving on the road. But he'll take his whole window and lick every inch of it. You can't even see out of it. He's kind of retarded, if you know what I mean. I'm gonna start going over in this direction. There's some monsters all around here. This is about a 110-acre property. There's beautiful lake, there are ponds all around here. I'm a lucky guy. I've gotten a lot of land the last few years just from my marketing skills. I use, for any of you guys, for any farmers out there, young farmers want to use land, I use billboards at liquor stores, like 60 bucks a week. And then also I'll put lawn signs out that said farmland wanted. What's up, New Zealand? Appreciate you guys watching. I heard New Zealand's going through a lot of crap right now. Hopefully you guys are okay. I heard the immigration's wild around there. Another way I find a lot of land is Facebook Marketplace. I'll just throw an ad out there and say I'm looking for land. Look at that rock, sitting up on the top. And people will just message me randomly and say, hey, I got 100 acres over here. You want to farm it? It's like, duh. I'd say we doubled our land in the last 2 years. We actually found 130 acres of some of our nicest land the other day, and it got taken from us from somebody, unfortunately. That was kind of disappointing, but that's the way she goes. You guys ever heard the joke about these rocks? They're old Indian sex stones, otherwise called a effing rock. Oh man, there's a big one. I'm in Lower Michigan. I'm about 40 minutes from Ann Arbor. Look at that rock right there. That rock would destroy a piece of equipment. That thing's been in this field for 20 years effing up equipment. No longer. I'm taking care of it today. about a 100-pounder. Look at this guy. Look at that guy. The guy's the size of my tire. Think we'll get it? Might have to come from the other side. Let's see. Look at that guy. Damn, son. We're getting it out, boys. Let's see how it looks in there. There's rocks everywhere. But you see, this is in the ground. That's not going to affect the combine. Problem is, it knocks around the planter. So, in theory, you want to get all that stuff. Look at that. Come on, son. Come on, son. I'm glad I didn't get stuck. Dad would have beat me. This is a satisfying job, especially when you're the combine guy. What do I do with the rocks? I just dump them on the edge of the field. If anybody wants them, let me know. I'm sure if I took all my fields, went around, collected them, made a pile, and put an ad on Facebook, I can sell ice to Igloo Man if I try hard enough, but kind of just a pain in the ass, especially if you're trying to deliver it. Rocks are pretty hard on everything. Throw a pile of rocks in the back of your pickup truck, it's not going to be good. I tell you what, whoever combined on here did a good job. I don't see nothing missing. That's a biggie. See, it's kind of in the ground. So you gotta get the right angle where it'll catch it. Sometimes when you're on unlevel ground, it won't get deep enough. Let's try changing the angle maybe. No. I wish it'd go a little deeper in the ground. But like I said, it pushes it farther in the ground, which is good either way. But if there's like a little lip hanging out, like this guy, look how big that is. Just sitting. I should be able to get this one. Should catch that lip. Yeah, see? Catches the lip. So it's in that dirt right there. Hell yeah. About a 100-pounder. So see this guy right here, I can see that it's sitting a little higher up on the other side, so I'm going to come around it so I can get underneath her. It'd probably be better to have a smaller tractor on here. But it's kind of nice how quiet it is, and AC. You could probably do this with like a 60 or 70 horse tractor. I'm kind of enjoying sitting in this nice girl though. Ooh, that's a big one. This is fun. I tell you what, I didn't think rock picking would be fun. Learn something new every day. Yeah, this field goes way over here. The farther you go this way, the more the rocks, so never ending. I'm gonna be dreaming about rocks tomorrow. Sorry about all the coughing. Just got over COVID. I don't think I ever got sick during all the COVID. Never got the damn shot or anything. And now I get the stuff 5 years later. Don't make any sense. Don't make any sense. Alright, Cod Boss, appreciate you subbing. Hopefully you enjoy my content. Oh, I got me a rock without even knowing it. I heard something bouncing around and the thing picked up a damn rock. Nice! Yeah, appreciate all you guys subbing. I still can't believe I have that many people that follow me. Kind of throws me off. I'll go into John Deere and they'll recognize me now. It's pretty wild. I don't get it. I always say if I was a pretty girl, I'd be a millionaire already doing this stuff. Nice! Yeah, you see them female farmers out there, man, they're just raking the money. It's such a good combination. Old tractors and nice booties. Who'd have guessed? Who'd have guessed men wanted to watch that? What's going on, Katie? Thanks for watching. Hello in Louisiana. That's all there is big ones out here. It's crazy. I'm finding 100-pounders. These are the ones destroying our machines, so this is really helping out. I'm probably going to go through with just a loader and get little guys. Or we're going to run a roller out here and knock them all on the ground. The ones like this sticking out of the ground you can grab. Well, I think it's that time. I think it's that time. First AC of the day. Gotta figure out how to keep doing that. Heat down. Cooler up. Man, that's worked so good. That's probably about a 60-pound rock right there. It just gets terrible over here. How many passes do I do per field? I'm kind of just running around like a jackwhack right now, just seeing where they're at. The proper way to do this would be drive down every single inch of this field. That is amazing. That works so good. I didn't barely stop that time. The best way to do this would be drive down every inch of this field back and forth, you know, every like 20 feet, almost like you're sweeping for mines and just trying to get every one. I might do that. I'm kind of just bouncing around for dramatic effect, just so it keeps interesting. I think there'd be patches where I'd just go driving around wasting my time. So if you see, I can see all the way across this whole thing, so I'm just finding stuff that sticks out. I have them sniper eyes. See this rock right here? See how it's See how it's up on that grate now? See the corner of it. So it's up on that metal. I'm underneath the edge. See that? How slick is that? Don't get your hands in there, kids. This thing's probably from like 1975 or something. It's built so amazing. It came from an older gentleman, a barn find, I think it was an estate auction. I have a video of doing a 40-acre field, every inch of it. I did a 40-acre hay field. Every single inch of it took me like 9 hours. You have to do that with a hay field because the equipment's acceptable to getting broke from the smallest rock. Look at all these rocks here. See, you just need to park a tractor here and just get all of these. There's no point of trying to get it with this thing. Let's say there's 500 rocks, good sized rocks in this little area here I can see. It's gonna be in my dreams tonight. Look at all these rocks. Every one of these can break a piece of equipment. Every one of these could end your day. Blow a planter apart. Woo! 2 for 1, boys. It's like it's my job, son. I tell you what, once a year I figure shit out and do it right. Sometimes I surprise myself. Come on, bro, your work granted your freedom. I have no idea what that means. I'll tell you one thing, I'll have my freedom no matter what. Come try to take it. This is America, son. Like George Bush said, come try to get it, terrorizers. I bet I have 40, 50 rocks in that basket already. This one's a little tight to the ground. I wonder if we can get her. That rolled over it. Nope. Kind of figured out which ones you can get and not get. Yeah, I really miss being in a tractor, you know. In Michigan, it's so damn cold for all them months. You're basically just a mechanic and all the crap that you broke last year. I'm not really a huge fan of mechanic work, and I've been doing nothing but that for 5 months. So it's really nice being out here in the field, just on your own and going at your own pace. This is going to improve the field for the next, 5 years probably. So and like I said, I'm the guy that does the combining, so it helps me out a lot. This is very stressful trying not to hit any of these in a combine when it has 5-foot beams on them, My sister Katie asked, what am I planting in this field? It's going to be sprayable soybeans. We have 2 different types of crops we grow. We do organic and non-organic. My dad's one of the few organic certified farmers in the area. So you need to not have any chemicals on a field for 3 years, and that's organic certified. So a lot of our crops, we use no chemicals at all. This field, woo! I can't get over that, it's so amazing. This field here is not organic certified. There's no point in doing it because you'd have to lose your money for 3 years not using fertilizer just to get it ready. So we keep we keep spraying it with Roundup and all that stuff. So this is going to be sprayable soybeans. So we're going to keep the ground like this. Then we're going to use a no-till drill, it's called. And the drill penetrates the ground, puts the seed in there, and rolls it into the ground. And then you just wait till weeds start coming up and you spray them down. Now, with organic crops, we're farming like it's 1940. You got to go through and you got to cultivate it with old school equipment. I messed that one up. I pushed it in the ground. Nice. With organic crops, you got to plant. Look at that big guy. With organic crops, you got to plant the rows 30 inches apart, so you can go in between it and you like kind of plow in between the rows. And that's the only way you get to kill the weeds. Is a pain in the ass. That's about a 100-pounder right there. So the organic stuff, the only way you can control the weeds is you plant 30 inches apart, and then you come through the rows like a small garden, but just in a bigger scale, and you take care of the weeds down the rows, and you have to do that multiple times. It's very labor intensive, and I find cultivating hard because we don't have very many big straight fields, a bunch of turns and stuff. It gets kind of tricky without running over stuff. So this year we're planting organic corn. So we just went and bought a corn planter. We might not keep doing organics. It's a lot of work. It's like triple the work than just coming with a sprayer. This is only my second day back from being laid up for a while, so I'm sorry about all the coughing. Ooh, AC. Nothing but the best. Nice. Let's go check the basket, see how I'm doing, yeah? I feel like I'm really getting a lot of clean rocks out here. Look at all of them though, they're everywhere. So in this situation where there's 100 rocks in this area, you might as well just come with a couple guys and a bucket, and just, you know, a bucket of a tractor, and just throw them in there. I almost got stuck earlier. Look at this. Woo! That is pretty. Last year that would have been 80% dirt. I really got a good technique on this. This thing's a beast. I figured out this technique, like I said earlier, from Millennial Farmer, the biggest YouTube farmer in the world, I believe. And I seen him, he got one of these rock pickers, and you just come up to the rock and then engage it, boop, and flip it up in there. And I go, damn, that's what you're supposed to do. I couldn't wait to do this all year. It's almost the perfect day to do this because the ground's a little wet, so you can kind of move them around easier. And then if you don't get it, you can just shove it in the ground, and that's just as good. It's not just as good. The planter is going to be affected by it. You know, if you're planting like this and you hit a rock, it's going to go boom and bounce up and start breaking shit apart. Take some pretty good aim to line these things up. So this guy just had a tip barely out of the ground. So I come through and I see if I can get underneath her. And it looks like I just pushed her into the ground. See? So I need to get that lip underneath it before I rotate it. So every rock's different. I think this field's never been rock picked. This thing's been farmed for 100 years. Don't make any damn sense. Now you see, now I got her pushed in the ground there. Let's see if I can catch that lip there. So what I'm gonna try doing is dropping it earlier, digging her into the ground. Yeah, this is one of my favorite fields. This is in Milford Road, or this is in Milford, Michigan, if anybody knows the area. It's off Milford Road and South Hill Road. We have a bunch of acreage around here. A lot of our acreage is in South Lyon, Michigan, Whitmore Lake, Hamburg. We live in an interesting area. We have a lot of farmers out there have 6 huge 200-acre fields. We have 40 fields, all different sizes, all different shapes, so it really keeps you on your toes. We don't have no auto steer or any of that. If all of our fields were like this one out here, we'd have auto steer and all that. But there ain't no point when you have a 10-acre field that's circled in a triangle. Just more pain in the ass than worth it. Alright, now you see I got the slab under that guy. See that? It kicked it up and got underneath there. So now I'm going to engage this right here. PTO takeoff. Real slowly. It brings her in. It's about as slick as it gets. It's funny because I read the owner's manual on this, and there was a picture of a guy just like dragging it down the whole field. So we thought you were supposed to drag it the whole time with the thing turned on, and then the dirt falls through the little grate, and then it catches the rock. And the problem was it was filling the holding area up in like 5 seconds. See, I just picked up a 30-pound rock that easy. So the problem was you'd get 6 rocks and all kinds of dirt, and all you'd be doing is dumping the whole time. And I figured this out from YouTube. Who would have guessed? That's how I figure out half my knowledge, is from YouTube. This is a beautiful property. There's some huge deer in here. There's too many rocks over in this area. It almost makes you just shake your head. Some farmers out there, I'd say 50% of the farmers that I know wouldn't farm in this field. They would just say, "Nah, I'm good," because it's just so hard on your equipment. But like I said, we're building this up slowly, so beggars cannot be choosers. So with all this, it takes like some coordination. You got to remember all the little steps. So first step, throttle down. Make sure you're not blowing nothing up. PTO pressure. There's 2 remotes on this. So this is down. Bring her down. Get underneath the rock. Engage the PTO with the throttle down. Bam! 50, 60-pound rock in the bucket. Don't gotta get out of the tractor. You know, if you're driving a pickup around, you'd have one guy picking all this up by hand, so you'd be paying a whole nother person. The only thing that's costing money today is fuel. It's well worth it. Our entire operations try to be everything paid off, no payments, and try to keep stuff held together as long as possible. And when big breakdowns happen, adjust. Alright. Got her up there. So cool. So cool. Quad shift. So I start bogging down up this hill. I need more speed. You're done. I'm gonna get you. Nice. I think the best way to do this would be with our 4-wheel drive Case IH, where you could, when there's stuff way in the ground, you could smack it with a bucket, roll it up, and then use this thing. Or if you find some small ones, you just park the tractor and just walk around and throw them in. Have a guy sitting there with you. You could really take out this whole field in a day if you tried with a couple guys. But for what we're doing right now, it's money in the bank, dude. I have like memories of every one of these rocks, believe it or not. Every one of these rocks I've been like, oh shit, with a combine, almost hit or hit. And you will not mess with me anymore, stupid rock. If you guys could subscribe to my channel, it helps me build and grow. Helps our little operation get bigger. I appreciate you guys watching. I think this is one of my new favorite jobs. There's rocks everywhere. Look at these damn groundhog holes. Those groundhogs, they'll do that in the middle of the hayfield and they'll destroy your equipment. Why is there such big rocks everywhere? I don't get it. That one's a little low. So that one I just pushed deep into the ground. You see? Can't even see it anymore. The edge of that blade just shoved her in the ground, so that'll be good. Better than nothing. The biggest issue is when it's just sticking obnoxiously out of the ground. When you use a combine, there's a cutter bar that goes like this, super quick. So the deck has to be right off the ground like this, you know, to get all the beans. And you'll be just going along, and all of a sudden there'll be a 150-pound rock on the deck, and you have to shut down the whole thing. Get out of the combine and throw it off the deck so it doesn't go through the whole combine and wreck the whole system. Cost, you know, some combines might cost $100K if you break something. Look at all these rocks. So it's so if you get one of these rocks out here that would have in the future costed you $10,000, well, there you go. It's worth coming out here. I can't believe how wrong I was using this thing. I feel like an idiot. I feel like an idiot. Every time in life that you think you know what you're doing, you figure out you're an idiot. Nice! Don't flip in that thing. Don't drink and drive tractors, kids. It'll get you. It's funny, I like know where the rocks are just from my past experiences of hell. Like this rock's just sitting up there. Now look at the beans around it. I had to skip the whole area. There's beans just sitting up all around this guy. So you do that 500 times in a field, you might lose a couple $100 there from not being able to clean the field up properly. So that just paid for the fuel. Look at that big guy. Woo! Don't even have to stop anymore. I'm slick, son. I'm slick with it. A location like this, there's so many damn rocks, we should just come by with a pickup truck or something. Sure, it doesn't help I just ran the damn things over 3 times. Like an idiot. Hey folks, I'm a farmer. I'm not the smartest fella in the world, I'll tell you that. A 2-for-1 job here. Nice! 2 big rocks right there. Look at, they're everywhere. Yeah, this field, this area around here shouldn't even be farmable, honestly. To most people in the world, they wouldn't even farm this. You know, if you got a combine that's worth $800,000, like Larson Farms or Millennial Farmers, you're not coming out here and putting this stuff in your combine. There ain't no way. You know what they say though? Beggars can't be choosers. Man, I'm in the jackpot. I don't know if you can see how many rocks right here. Woo! I'm figuring this stuff out great now. Oh yeah, there's another one. That is amazing. I can't get over how cool this thing is. Anderson rock picker, probably from 1975 or something. It's like one of my favorite pieces of equipment now. Yeah, he's Lulu for you. Yeah, these 4430s are really nice and they're cheap horsepower. My favorite part's starting them up. When you start these tractors, it's like a freight train starting. It'll roll so much smoke you won't believe it. Michigan's a really nice area. Oh, there's a bunch of turkeys over there. In some of these fields you'll see 50 turkeys a day. No exaggeration. Man, this thing works good. That thing was halfway in the ground. And I'm kind of learning to use the spinning and momentum to kind of kick it up. You kind of start it before it gets there. And it kind of kicks it up to you. Woo! My back loves this machine. Got a long way to go and a lot of rocks to pick. Let's see if I get this John Deere stuck. Yeah, I have shirts and hoodies and stuff for sale on my YouTube if you guys want to support the cause. These guys are pretty nice. Hopefully I'm going to design some more merch here in the next few weeks. Thanks Dickie, appreciate you. There's so many rocks. Every time I'm turning this thing on, I'm getting one. That's amazing. This is the most efficient thing I've done. I should be calling my dad, telling him how good we're doing, but I'm on live. He probably thinks that I'm broke down or something. He hasn't heard from me. There's a little goose nest right there. any of you guys were watching earlier, I almost got stuck within like 20 minutes of starting. That'd have been funny to call and be like, oh my gosh, I'm stuck 2 minutes in. What year is the 4430? I'm getting asked. I really don't know. My dad thought it was in 1976 when we bought it. And then I had a guy comment last year and say that this panel right here, the writing and stuff, makes it a 1973. So I really don't know. There's a lot of internet experts out there that I usually listen to. I don't know if I should. One way to figure out if you're doing something wrong is post videos online, I'll tell you that. We do a lot of hay farming, hay baling. I get told I'm doing stuff wrong with hay more than you'd imagine. And it's like, hey dude, I baled like 20,000, 30,000 bales of hay and I'm doing it wrong? Yeah, right. Shut the hell up. This is an area I almost started avoiding farming. And I literally think that after today, it'll be a great spot to farm. It's pretty amazing. Pretty amazing what little effort can do. You could be sitting at home, chilling, or you could go out and make a little something of yourself. What's up, Douglas? Say hi. What am I, your slave? What am I, working for you, Douglas? I gotta say hi to you? What's up, brother? Thanks for watching. See, that time I didn't throttle down enough and it about blew the back end of this out. A little too much power. See, like, look at that rock right there. That thing's sticking a foot out of the ground. You hit that thing with a combine head, that's gonna make you have to stop, shut everything down, go to the front, get the tools, unless you got the tools on you, change a guard out, you know. Then you're missing beans, skipping it if you jump over it. Look at that rock. It's gonna take me 3 seconds to get this thing. And goodbye. The best part is I'm not even working the tractor, I'm just idling this thing. Well, let's make our way to the edge and I'll show you how to dump this thing again. I got a pretty nice load and I'm leaning over my right shoulder every time, just because that's where all the gears are and everything. So the right side's pretty full and the left side's not that full, so I'm just gonna go dump. Only takes a few seconds. Yeah, Dylan, it's nice out here, man. It's about 65 degrees. It was 32 last night. I don't know about you guys, I could use some nice weather in my life. I'm about sick of this winter. So now the rock isn't going all the way in there because it's so full. So I'm gonna dump. Just bouncing around on there. So now I just turned the throttle up and it popped it up over the top into there. It worked good. There's a biggie. see how these rocks are sitting up on the surface with this. Look how big that is. You see what I'm doing? You see it gets to that point right there. You see how that tips underneath that? Once it's underneath it like that, then you engage this thing and these teeth will catch it and doom, doom, bring it up there. Look at this full load. That is truly amazing. Thank you, Mr. Anderson. I like you. I'm going to keep you around for 50 years, hopefully. I bet a millennial farmer's rock picker probably costed 50K. This thing costed 4K and it's doing just a good job. Alright, so now the rock's up there. See it right there? In the bucket. Now let's go unload. So I just find a spot where we can get way off the field so it's not right by, so you're not dumping on the edge of the field. I'm gonna kind of just back it in there. Somebody, look at all these rocks everywhere. Crazy. You wish your boyfriend could back up like this. Come on. Alrighty. Let's figure this out here together. So first step, pull this string, open the tailgate, right? Tailgate's open. Next step, take these ropes here and change the cylinder. So this rope's connected to one cylinder. Now it makes it where this lifts up, the gates in the back is open. So let's try dumping it. Nice! I tell you what, folks, it's the little things in life. Alright. I smell hydraulic fluid. What broke? Alright. Lock the tailgate. Look at all these rocks. Rock, 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 rock. I can't take it. Too many rocks. Locked. Two-way valve. This is to pick it up. Yeah. That's to start operating this up and down now. Easy as that. That rock right there would end your day. Nice. We put some nice BKT grippers on this tractor last year. About 2,000 a tire, I think, and man, this thing really grips good now. Nice. Wonder if we can get that big guy. You think we can try? I don't want to. I'm scared. What if I break something? Dad will ground me. I don't know if I can handle another beating. What's up, Davey Farms? Appreciate you watching, man. I don't know if any of you else have been sick this year, man, but I've never been sick so much in my life. I don't know what the heck's going on around Michigan. I was sick for like 3 straight weeks. Oh, look at, there's a camera right there. Let's flick them off. Yeah, I don't know what's up with the sickness this year. Usually I'll be sick like once every 2 years for like a day and 2 days be done. This sickness, like, you think you're good, you start going out, and then 2 days later you're sick again for 5 days, then you think you're good again, then you get sick again. It's like the weirdest disease ever. Where's everybody from watching this? How many people from other countries? Canada. Never heard of it. I'm glad you guys got rid of that Trudeau guy. What a bum. One of my favorite content creators is the tractor guy from Canada. I really like that guy. I met him a few months ago. He watches some of my stuff, which is pretty cool. Yeah, cool hunting blind, dude. Not. Real nice. Put a lot of effort in that one. I love walking my dog around here. This is like the perfect property. There's nothing around. There's like lawns all around it. This hickory tree fell down. I mean to cut this. Maybe later I'll hook a chain to that thing and yank her out of the way. See where I deep ripped? Looks like it kind of helped drain some areas. Got rid of the hard pan. That's a big shagbark hickory tree. Nice firewood. Northwest Indiana flipping some dirt. Hell yeah. I wish we could be doing that. It's just too wet around here. Last year we were spreading manure at this time. We're not even, this is the first time I've been in the field all year. What are you flipping dirt with in Indiana? Nice. Yeah, I do a lot of deep plowing, moldboard plowing like 1960 because we do all that organic stuff. So there'll be a lot of plowing videos coming out soon. We got more than, I think we got more than like 200 more acres of organic crops just this year alone. We're busy boys. Might be more than that. Got a lot of land. Slowly building, that's the name of the game. Don't overextend yourself. Oh, Case 400 Magnum, love those things. Hell yeah, brother. Well, I appreciate you guys watching. I'm freaking coughing too much and my damn throat's giving out. I've been talking for 2 hours straight now to you jabronis. I really appreciate all you guys' support. Like and subscribe. I post every day, multiple times a day usually. I've already made a big impact in this field. I'm gonna go get a drink, let the dog out. I guess I could show you guys the dog if you want. If you guys are interested in little Goose the Deeds. He's a local celebrity. So see, that's B2. I love this field. You'll be sitting here and you'll see 10 of the biggest bucks you ever seen in your life just run across this field. The little Goosey, my dog, chasing them. Yeah, those Magnum cases, I could really use one of them. I love those things. I have a Case 1370 that we got all done up and it's ready to go. My grandpa and my dad have owned it since like the 80s. She's a rough ride though. Yeah, this is one of the best areas in the United States or the world to hunt whitetail. Michigan around here. I'll see 8, 10, 12 points. There's some amazing deer. And then I have family in Louisiana. Louisiana's called Sportsman's Paradise. And you go there and there ain't no deer. They're all little guys. You'd think Louisiana would have some monsters. This would be my dream spot to put a house in here. This land's probably worth, shit, I don't know, 10 million. Goosey's gonna be excited to see you guys. He probably wants to take a poop. I wouldn't mind taking that barn down and bringing it to the farm. Last year, right there was a old semi-tractor trailer that was parked for like 30 years. It was like in the ground, the tires were all blown out. And in the middle of the night at like 2 a.m. somebody came by there and grabbed it with some kind of piece of equipment and took it. I couldn't believe it. Let's go say hi to Goose the Deeds. This is our Light International disc. This is a really nice disc. It's so light it stays together, believe it or not. Manual fold. We just do that for light finishing. We got it all fixed up, repaired the discs on it. Good morning. You take a little nappies? Say hi to everybody. This is Goose, the German short-hair pointer pheasant dog. He likes to poop on everything. Well, I appreciate you guys watching. Support the channel if you can. I have a TikTok too, same name, Michigan Marine Farmer. Go get you an Anderson. I think this was $4,000. This thing is in perfect shape. I don't really see anything that'd break on it. You know, all this stuff can be replaced pretty easily. Have a good day, guys.